Fantastic! This one, I love it on you. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm Alessandra from Color Analysis Studio and today we are here with our beautiful model Beth.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited.
Okay guys, so before we start with the Beth analysis, please consider to subscribe to this channel. It's very important that you do so. And also if you're interested in a color analysis session here in Melbourne, Australia or online, feel free to visit our website coloranalysis.au. And now Beth, we are ready to start.
Let's start.
Okay Beth, so we will start with your analysis, but first I have a question for you. What do you know about color analysis so far?
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. I know about the different seasons, that you look at the undertone and the levels of intensity and all of that kind of stuff. I have a theory of what I might be, but at the same time, not 100% sure, so I'm really excited.
Of course, so I'm very excited to discover your season with you. Remember that in color analysis we look for harmony, okay? So the aim is to really find that perfect palette that will really match your own characteristics, and we aim for that harmony in nature. So let's have a look if your instinct guide us through the right direction and if it will make sense at the end. The first phase is the undertone phase, okay? And to do that, I'm covering your hair, okay? Because we want to neutralize, let's say, everything around you. Because in color analysis, we focus on the skin. And now let's start with the undertone phase. So we are comparing warm and cool colors to your skin. You look beautiful in any color, so disclaimer, that's the disclaimer. Okay, but let's say that when you are next to the right one, okay, we are able to see harmony. When you are next to the wrong one, let's say, we can see how the skin clashes against your natural color. It doesn't bring out the actual undertone of your skin. We can really see how with this yellow light projected on your face, your skin becomes a little bit yellower. So let's say that the yellow that you gain, it's from the color. It doesn't start from your skin. While as soon as we are next to the cool color, everything looks more natural and healthier. It looks very, very harmonious when you are next to the cool raspberry red. Actually, your lips looks exactly like
I was
the
just
drape.
thinking that. When you explain it, I really do see it. Like I can really see it. I think without the explanation, it can be kind of a bit tricky to see, but as soon as you explain it, I'm like, of course, I see it. Yeah.
Now let's have a look another couple of colors. So pinks, okay, two light colors. This is very beautiful. That's a cool pink, baby pink. Blue undertone. Well, this one is a salmon pink, and here we can really tell how your skin become a little bit sallow. Okay, a little bit sallow. So it's not terrible. It's not that you look ugly, okay, with the wrong color. But we can really see how this works a little bit better. Let's say it's more relaxing, okay? You feel calm around you. So it makes your skin very even and fresh. While this one makes your skin a little bit sallow. Let's say that I saw people reacting worse to the wrong color, in your case warm, but we can really tell how the cool works better. Now let's have a look at a couple of darker colors, okay? So we see a brown that represents the warm side, so that's a warm color, yellow based, versus navy blue, cool, and blue based. It's beautiful, this one. I would prefer you in pink. Here is something interesting that happens, I think. I feel those two colors a little bit heavier, okay, than the previous one. But overall, considering your undertone, because now we are again in the undertone phase, we can really tell how the blue navy make your skin fresher and clear, and your eyes sharper, your lip color come out better than a brown that again is not terrible, is not bad, but let's say it's a little bit heavy, okay, it's a little bit boring around you.
Whenever I try and wear this color brown, I find that I really struggle to make it work. I typically wear a bit of fake tan, and when I'm wearing fake tan, I feel like I can kind of get away with it a bit more. But when I just have my natural skin and I try and wear this brown color, I'm like, it's a bit too heavy.
A little bit heavy. Yeah, we have a feeling of heaviness around you, while with the other one, freshness and cleanness of the skin. So we don't need to alter our skin to make it work. And now we will have a look at white. So again, lighter colors. So from dark colors, we will move again to lighter colors. White, okay. Is a color that you like wearing, white?
Yes, I wear white a lot. I find myself drawn to a really crisp, kind of clean white.
Okay.
I'm really fussy when I'm shopping. If I find like an ivory or a cream, I usually am not drawn to it as much. So it'll be interesting to see the comparison now.
Yeah. But that instinct that you have is absolutely correct. You probably perceive that in the crispy white, because the crispy white is cool, is a cool white. While if you go to a creamy white or to an ivory, we're going to a yellow based white, so you probably perceived already that coolness of your undertone, because you were drawn to the right color. We are drawn to colors that usually not always unfortunately, but usually, let's say, our instinct goes to the right direction. We perceive harmony again, so that's a cream white, a little bit more yellow than, for example, the cape that is actually working very well around you, very well. Usually people don't like the cape.
Kind of love it.
But I love how you look, because here I want to focus on your eyes in general. So have a look at your sclera, that is the white part of your eyes, how white and bluish white is. So your eyes, when you are next to a crispy white like this, like the cape, is actually become crispier and cooler, okay? While a cream white looks dirty next to you, because it makes your eyes a little bit tired and lose a little bit of that intensity. So as soon as I remove that and I place the crispiness, see, immediately your eyes pop more.
It feels fresh.
It feels fresh and clean. So that's because your undertone is cool. So definitely cool. Now we can confirm the coolness of your undertone checking the metals. So silver versus gold. Do you have already a favorite?
Yeah, I typically wear silver. Okay. I like gold, but I've always found that when I try and wear it, it doesn't suit as well as silver. So
yeah. Even in that sense, silver represents the cool side. So the gray side. So it makes sense that you prefer silver. We can really see how silver represents the gray and the cool side, and this really works on you. I really like it compared to gold. Look how yellow immediately you become. So here we are in a gold that is matte, so reflect quite a lot of yellow light on you. So we are considering basically the extreme of the warmth and the coolness with these two drapes. So silver, again, fresh, clear, calm and relaxed, beautiful. We can really perceive how the beauty come out. While with this one, again, not ugly, okay, not saying that you're ugly, but see that you kind of become another version of yourself, a yellow version of yourself. We can really see how all this yellow, it's thrown your face from the color and it feels artificial.
Yeah, I typically avoid this color, especially if it's on clothing or something. I find that it just doesn't do it.
Yeah. Because, you know, maybe a small accessory will not affect, of course, your beauty, or will not have a huge impact on you. A small pair of earrings or a necklace or a ring, a bracelet. But when it becomes bigger in amount in your outfit, so clothes, hair color, okay, is where you can really feel that it doesn't work.
For sure, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And now we can do the same things with this shimmery kind of drapes. So we have here gold versus silver. Look how beautiful you look with silver. It's incredible the amount of light that you gain from that beautiful drapes. I really like it. I really like how it looks. And another very interesting metal would be electric blue. So a darker metal, okay, very cool compared to, for example, rust. See how it clash against you?
I can really see it.
It's a big bunch of color here that I really want to look at, and I'm distracting by it. As soon as I remove that, see that everything looks more harmonious all together in the mirror? Beautiful. Okay, Beth, so your undertone is cool. This means that we will definitely exclude the 2 warm seasons, spring and autumn, because they have a warm undertone and you are cool. So we want to work by matching. If you're cool colors will look best on you. We already saw it in the undertone phase. So we will focus on winter and summer, and we need to see which is your level of intensity. So this is the second step of a color analysis session. So we will use cool colors, okay, because your undertone again is cool, but we will compare colors, 2 greens in particular, colors that have 2 different levels of intensity. So a sage green from the summer palette and an emerald green from the winter palette. Here what we can see is that this color is beautiful, right? It looks okay, looks good, because it's matching your coolness and your undertone. In terms of intensity, it's probably a little bit too strong, a little bit heavy on you. So how can I realize that? Because when I look you in the mirror with this color, I see a beautiful emerald green, but I'm forgetting about you. It looks like that you are going a little bit backward, and the colors really comes in front of you and kind of steal the scene from you. While as soon as you are next to a sage green, see that I can start to see you first, and the color really supports your level of intensity in a very harmonious way without competing against you.
Yeah, definitely.
You are definitely a summer.
That's what I thought. I'm so happy.
Yeah. You already guessed the season.
I had an inkling, but of course I was not 100% sure. But yeah, when you show the colors like that, it's
very visible.
Absolutely,
in the
definitely,
mirror. Yeah. The summer palette has 3 characteristics: the softness, the lightness, and the coolness. And you are soft, light and cool, like the summer palette. So every color, let's say, will look amazing on you. The most difficult part now is gonna be to see which is your dominant feature, because you will have a one, okay? Let's start with the summer soft, okay? So the summer soft palette includes colors that are mainly soft, okay? So we can really perceive a huge amount of gray added to these colors, and we can really see how the sage green that we already saw in the intensity phase really works on you. It's beautiful. It really make everything looks very calm, okay, very clear. I really like it, this one on you. Lilac gray. Do you use grey much?
I use a lot of grey, typically on the lighter side of greys than a darker grey, like a heather grey kind of colour I use a lot,
So it's a beautiful neutral for you, because it represents again all the characteristics that you have. It's a cool color, especially this one that is more towards the lilac and the purple. It's light like you, and it's also quite soft, because again we make soft color adding grey. So grey is a soft color. So it looks very, very beautiful. A dusty pink. Even this one is very beautiful on you, especially I will see this kind of color in a blush, so in makeup. I think it looks very, very beautiful. And sand. Let's say that it's good, I think we can do better than this palette overall. What I'm perceiving is that this palette is probably a touch too soft next to your colors. It's probably a little bit too gray next to you. Your lip color is quite colorful. Your eyes are not as soft as this palette. We can do better than this. Now, let's have a look at the light subgroup. Wow, I can
love
already
it.
see something here. It's beautiful, beautiful. So that's a lilac gray, okay? Beautiful, but see that is more like a neutral color that needs to be supported by a color that is a little bit higher in intensity, like this one.
Definitely.
This is fantastic on you. I really like
Yeah,
it.
I love this.
Lilac, beautiful. It's fresh and clear.
Yes, I see it.
It feels young and dynamic. It feels beautiful on you.
Yeah, definitely. I love this.
Green tea. Look at you with this one. It's beautiful, beautiful. Again, the amount of white in the color is what is really working in this case compared to a huge amount of gray that we saw in the sage. Again, it's not that the sage is not working, but the green tea that has more white in it is working even better than the sage. Fantastic! This one, I love it on you.
This is my favorite color. I'm drawn to blues always, and
It's-
especially this kind of tone.
Beautiful, beautiful. It has the right intensity, the right value, and the right undertone. It's basically
Ticks all the boxes.
perfect, perfect. I'm in love with this bonnet blue. It's beautiful. And then we have this light aquamarine. It's fantastic as well. Look at this. Wow.
Wow, yeah.
That's fantastic, huh?
Yeah, I love this.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's summer light. Already better than summer soft.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look at summer cool. So the last subgroup inside the summer palette, where we find the coolest color, the most intense one, but also the darkest one, because with summer cool, let's say we are going towards winter in that sense. So we can really tell how, for example, this mauve, it's a little bit darker than the lilac gray. So we are in a violet that is a little bit darker. It's still fantastic. It's very beautiful for a blush, for example. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, that's beautiful.
I love this.
Aquamarine, it's fantastic, beautiful, beautiful. I love you in this bubblegum pink.
I wouldn't expect it. I typically don't go towards pinks as much, but seeing it, I'm like, it's not that bad. I kind of like it.
I think it's fantastic. It really match your intensity, okay, and respect really your value, because it's a light pink, very icy. So what is really working is the intensity. Look, compare, for example, with the dusty pink. See that this is a little bit too dull next to you, while as soon as you are next to a clear, vivid one, you work better.
And I think I have had troubles in the past where I've thought, okay, I think I'm a cool tone girl, and I've gone for colors like the soft ones that you're showing, and I've felt like, okay, I feel like the undertone's right. Why isn't it working as well as I thought it would work? So it's so great to see the colors next to each other and just being able to visibly see that difference. So helpful.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now we will see another color. This will be an interesting comparison. Savoy blue, I think, is beautiful. You really work with this kind of light blue. But what I want to do now is to compare it with the bonnet blue in the summer light palette. Bonnet blue, Savoy. They are both working very well. I have a small preference, but I want to confirm this preference when we're gonna have a look at the borderline season, because here we are very close.
Okay.
Very close. So summer light, summer cool. Okay, let's have a look what happens with the next one. Navy blue. Fantastic neutral on you, in small amount, because this is starting to get a little bit heavier, a little bit, let's say, in bigger amount, is starting to get a little bit too dark. I think we have a dominant feature here, but let's confirm it with the borderline season. So I will show you first the Summer Cool palette, that is fantastic. Let's have a look what happens with the borderline season now. So let's start to compare the borderline season of the summer subgroups, starting with Autumn Soft, borderline subgroup of the Summer Soft subgroup. Of course, these fonts that I will show are definitely not your palette, not your subgroup, so they will not look as good as your palette, right?
Makes sense.
But we need to find out which out of the 3 subgroups outside your season work better to identify your dominant feature. Okay, this is Autumn Soft, okay, and it's not working at all.
I avoid these colors so much. I think they're so pretty. When I try and wear them, I feel like it never works.
Yeah.
I can't get away with it at all.
Yeah, this is definitely not working because here we are in a warm season, soft season. Your dominant feature is definitely not the softness. It's something that really clash against you. It doesn't represent you. There's no that flow that we were seeing, of course, with your season. So Autumn Soft, I think, is the farther out of the 3 subgroups outside your season. So Autumn Soft, no. This is Spring Light. So this is the borderline season of the Summer Light palette. It's not bad, it's not bad. Of course, it's not your season, but it's actually working quite well, especially in this area here. I really like this. So here we can really tell how this is not working. Okay, the spring green, the apple green, apricot, and then from peach, sky blue, and periwinkle we can see an improvement. Now, Summer Cool is the borderline season of Winter Cool. Okay, here definitely we can see the coolness in there. Okay, so the colors are cool like you and they are working for the undertone, but compared to the Spring Light palette, even if the Spring Light palette is warm, it works overall, let's say, better than the heaviness that the winter palette has. So let's say that if I have to recognize a dominant feature in your characteristic, it will be the lightness over the coolness, because we can really tell how, even if the colors are slightly warm, especially in this part here of the fan, they harmonize better because they are matching your dominant feature, the lightness. The coolness of the winter palette is respected, but you are losing your dominant one, that is the lightness, because winter is a dark season. So your lightness is what it really stands out, and we can really show how with the Spring Light palette, that is a warm and intense season, you can still steal some colors from it because they are light like you, like your dominant feature. With the Summer Light palette, we can really tell how these colors brings out your dominant feature. The lightness, the intensity is perfect, the value is perfect, and the coolness is there. So every single colors here really reflect who you are. So that your palette is Summer Light. Excited to discover that you are actually a summer.
Yes,
thought.
Definitely. Yeah, I had an inkling that I was a summer. It's nice to have the subgroup because I felt like I wasn't a true summer, but I couldn't figure out why or which one. I had no idea about the lightness and everything like that. So it's good to know now. Now I know what colors suit me the best.
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, you are not true summer because the softness is what mainly is missing, and because the lightness is your dominant feature.
So typically I wear a lot of fake tan. I'm trying to not wear fake tan and really embrace my natural colors, but I'm not really sure what kind of makeup I need to be looking for. So what kind of tones or shades should I be looking for being a summer light?
So I would recommend to avoid a fake tan, because since your main feature and dominant feature is the lightness, you want to bring out the lightness of your feature. Your natural beauty is related and made by this lightness that you have. So no fake tan for me, because you look beautiful like you are, and never go darker in your hair. Always go lighter but never darker, because we don't want to go against your dominant feature. For your makeup, you should use light, cool and soft colors like pink, mauve, and avoid maybe peachy tones, apricot, or colors that are too orangey or too dark. Like for example, having a very dark lipstick will make a very huge contrast with your light feature and will be very visible next to your colors. It will not be uniform and blending very well in your colors. So I recommend it to stay very natural, light and fresh.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Beth, thank you so much for coming on our channel. It was a pleasure to analyze your colors today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was such a great experience.
Oh, thank you so much, and thank you so much guys for watching this video until this point. Remember to visit our website if you're interested in a color analysis session here in Melbourne, Australia, or online. And of course I'm gonna see you very soon on this channel with more video. Bye.